Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Dolphins on Sunday night primetime.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Ready to get us started here, Riley Patterson. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on a national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Tua sets up to pass it. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Up the middle with Brooks here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5, and the Toronto first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one complete out to Dotson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jahan Dotson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Blues put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Here is 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
That's another Dolphins.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. David Ojabo running in to take him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. On now the Miami field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. They go play action here on first down. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. Touchdown! Xavier Legette, 69 yards. And the Blues are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point try now for Patterson. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. To the sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give this to Wright, running right. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Complete to Wright. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Toronto's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talked to. You have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards.
Good protection there on 3rd down. This is just a simple flip to his tight end outside the numbers, and he's able to haul it in and pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. McAllister. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. McAllister. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side and complete to Washington. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under
pressure, and they got to him again. DJ Johnson, the one who got there for the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. McAllister.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They're throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pitch and catch to Wilson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2nd and 10. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Wright's got it. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fielded at the 33. Oh, he shifts past him. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Off the play fake. McAllister.
To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Underneath to his tight end, Wilson. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now a toss here, short side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Blues have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Dolphins 3.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 5.
And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. In motion goes the tight end. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Miami. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. A give up the middle to right. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
In motion is Washington. On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Quickly completed to the right flat. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. This is 2nd and 8.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's right. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Back to throw again.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll set up a throw.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. Well, now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard 8-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Complete to Zacchaeus. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a game 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Miami set to take over. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Washington's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Looking to throw. McAllister under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Over the middle, complete. It's Washington.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Dolphins 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Second and a couple.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 51 yards.
And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
The Dolphins offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Forced out to his left. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. They'll look to throw here. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
And that flag accepted.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one didn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.